Hey everyone! Today's lesson we're going to learn about Google algorithms. There are over 200 Google algorithms, and basically algorithms are just a set of factors that Google uses in order to determine in what priority order it's going to place web pages. So let's say, for example, there are 10 websites on baby clothes, and they all carry basically the same type of merchandise. Maybe they've been around the same number of years, they have the same type of content for the most part. Well, Google will have to determine what it's going to place in spot number 1, what it's going to place in spot number 2, and so on. And it does this by using algorithms. So let's look at some of the most important algorithms that we'll need to pay attention to in 2015. Well, we've already covered keywords. Now, keywords on their own are not a ranking factor, but keywords placed strategically on the front and the back end of the website will be a very clear signal to the search engines what your website is about or what your web page is about. And that is very, very good SEO. If you take it one step further and you add some great content that naturally uses words that further support those keywords, well, that's just SEO on steroids. And that's exactly what the search engines are looking for. So let's learn about some of those ranking factors. A very important ranking factor is website speed. So I'm going to take a few seconds and just show you how to measure your current download speed and also one tool you can use in order to help speed your website up. And that's going to, the tool we're using is going to test one web page at a time. So you're going to want to test your home page or your landing page, of course, because that's the most important page on your website. And then you can do it for any page on your website. One thing to keep in mind is that page download speed can be affected by a few things, and that includes the hosting company you're using, your internet connection, whether or not you've got photographs or videos, and if they've been optimized or not for size. And if not, they are going to download it a little bit slower. So these are just the types of things that we want to consider. So the first thing we want to do is go into Google and we want to test what our current download speed is. So type in something like test my website speed. And my favorite tool is Pingdom. So this one came up right here, which is great. Website speed test. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And all you're going to do in this box here is type in your URL. So I'm going to type in thecontentwizard.com. And that's just a website that I developed for the purpose of this program. It doesn't have any SEO right now. And it basically doesn't have too much content for the Content Wizard, but I'll develop that at some point. So again, you just type in your URL. I just hit the test now button, and basically what it's going to, we'll just shut that down. And basically what it's going to do is going to test a few things. So one thing it's testing is how many requests were made on the page. And it's also looking for the download time, which is what we're definitely looking at. And it's also looking at the size of the page. So if I come right up here, right from the start, I could tell that my website page, again, I don't have a lot of stuff on it. So for it being a relatively small website page and it's taking over 4 seconds to download, that is pretty slow. Industry standard is about 4 seconds. However, most professionals say that you should get your website to 2 seconds or under. The faster, the better, and it is going to help with your ranking because you're improving your customer experience if they don't have to wait around for your website to download. So go ahead, test your website out. I'm just going to quickly mention that down here as well. This is all stuff associated with the page I'm testing. So what I'm going, one thing I can quickly do is here it is in seconds, and just look at the things that are taking the most amount of time. It's color coded as well, so if you hover over the colors, there used to be a pop-up. I'm not sure why the pop-up's not coming, but there was a chart associated with this website that you might want to download. So again, just go to pingdom.com, see where you can download the chart so you know. Sorry, I'm just scrolling down the bottom to see if it's, oh, there it is. So these are what the colors mean. So you could see exactly based on the colors and based how long it's taking, you can get an idea of what is taking the most amount of time to download. So this will show you things like plugins and all kinds of wonderful things. So this is more advanced level SEO. I won't get into it too much here, but I just want you to know that that is available for you using this pingdom.com site as well. So go ahead, test out your website, and hopefully you beat me and yours is under 4 seconds. And if not, don't worry, because I'm just going to show you a tool in 2 seconds. So let's look at just one tool you can use that will help with your website download speed. So if you head over to WordPress and go to the back end, then head over to your plugins area, click on Add New, and we're going to look under Search Plugins for the plugin called W3 Total Cache. Very popular plugin. So give that a few seconds, and there it is right there, W3 Total Cache by Frederick Towns. So you're going to install that, activate it, and that'll go ahead and download the plugin W3 Total Cache onto your WordPress site. Now, if you come over once it's installed and click on Settings, you'll notice that there are a number of options available. I highly recommend going to watch a YouTube video or some type of training on how to program this plugin called W3 Total Cache, because it's a fabulous plugin and it definitely will help with your user experience and with your page download speed. As you know, there are a number of ranking factors. We've covered some and we'll be covering a few more. But I listed a few things that you can do on your own that will further assist your SEO. One thing you can do, for example, is increase the number of +1s you have on your Google Plus account. Another thing you can do is add SSL to your website. This is added security and will change your HTTP to an HTTPS. If you're interested in this option, simply call your hosting company and ask them about it. The next thing you do is work with Facebook. If you increase the number of Facebook shares you have or the number of likes you have, this will slightly help your SEO power. And this is relatively simple to do if you've got a really great photo or infographic, or you're sharing some fabulous content that people are just dying to share. Another thing you can do is increase the number of years that you've registered your domain site for. Again, this shows the search engines that you're a legitimate website that's going to be around for a while. And along the same lines, you can add things such as your privacy policy to your website, because this again shows the search engines that you're legitimate and also that you're doing everything you can to protect your customers.